Hello YouTube, hello. I believe today, if you're watching this on the day it came out, should be Monday, should be the 7th, if I did my math correctly. But today, the day that I'm recording this, is Saturday. It's currently the 5th of July. 4th of July just passed, and I did not have an Astrea stream this past Thursday on the 3rd. So here I am recording another week's worth of episodes. Probably gonna do two today, an hour's worth of episodes today, like right now, and then the rest either tomorrow or the next day. So I'm gonna have to remind myself exactly what we're doing. It's been almost a week since I've played this, um, and some stuff has happened throughout the week, so not completely on my game here. Okay, so we're going Orion. We're going Orion, and we're trying to get some achievements. We're trying to go for rotation amounts. I think we need to get like 50 rotations in a single game or something like that, or a single turn maybe. And then at some point we're gonna have to trigger our Astrium like 4 times in a single turn, which is gonna be tough. But I think that might be it. There might be one other achievement. I think that might be it. So let's go ahead and get started. I do believe for now we're not really worried about the achievements because we're so early in the run. So I don't think we need to worry about it right now. Well, let's just go ahead and kill the boss. For the most part, we should have an easy time getting through the run, or at least as easy of a time, as any other run. Not like crazy overpowered right now, but we're not hurting anyway. We should be okay. Deals 2 purification to a target and deals 6 additional purification for each time your discard was shuffled. Okay, so none. We've got some more rotations. If we use all of them, that will put us on the Cosmic Orb. Is I think what we want. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. We can heal ourselves with that. Let's see. Minimum Astrium 4. Refresh Virtues. I only have 2, so that's not going to work. We can reroll this, though, into something better, maybe? Or not. Okay. That is not great, because we're going to have to get rid of our Sentinel for that to not kill us, basically. Alright, so yeah, it's been a few days since I've played. I think the last day I played this was last Sunday or Monday. And like I said, I did not have a stream on Thursday. All that stuff with my family that I talked about last week, with like the fire and everything kind of just happening out of nowhere, that's all resolved. That family member is getting somebody to work on their house, and they're living somewhere else for now, so that is alright. And like I said, nobody got hurt in the fire, so everyone's doing okay. It's just, they have to wait a long time for that to get back to how they, how they were. And since then, I've driven my dad to the airport because he's going home for a month about. He's not from California, so he flew back home for a while. We just drove him on Wednesday. So he's going to be there for about a month, unless something happens and he wants to come back early for whatever reason. He's just basically visiting his family and helping out with some stuff over there. So he'll be there for a while. We need to heal ourselves here. Gonna deal 6 damage to us, and we are gonna block 3 of it. Hey, you know what? Let's just send it. So yeah, that's been going on. And obviously yesterday was 4th of July, so I didn't feel like recording during all the fireworks and everything, so here I am today. I had a Terraria stream earlier today, and I just got done with recording an episode of Tiny Tina's, and I'm about to do an hour of this, so I'll be here for a bit. I would have recorded earlier today. It's about 8 o'clock right now. I would have recorded earlier, but I had to edit out my video and upload some videos, and that took longer than I expected. So here I am. The sun's about to go down, and I'm still recording for the day, unfortunately. And tomorrow, I should be back on track for my balloon stream. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, that should have already happened, so kind of a moot point there, but you get my point. Deal 4 purification to a target for each light shield applied by the devotion orb. Oh, we can make that work. We can play this, do that, and then heal ourselves with this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Go ahead and discard that. Looks like we get some light shield off of that. And we can rebound that, which is actually pretty nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Hello, sorry, there's a cut here because my mom needed something all of a sudden, so they had to knock on my door because I didn't see them text me. Because I'm bad at that. Alright, let's continue on. Let's hope I don't die right now. You're going to deal 10 damage to us, so we need at least 4 shield. Or we need to just defeat you right now. So the most damage we can do, let's see. We can do 6, 8, I think 4 plus 4, so another 8, so 16 plus another 3, which is 19. Is obviously not going to do it. Oh, that was a bad reroll. We could have used that damage. That was a really bad reroll. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a new die. This will give us Astrium if that becomes active, if this cosmic orb becomes active, which is basically useless to us. What is this? Every 2 hex die you play, destroy it instead of discarding it. Okay. In Cosmic Expansion. I mean, this is cool and all, but we can't even deal corruption to the enemy? Or, no, we can't. We have to, actually. Never mind. We get Cosmic Expansion, which will heal us, but... oh, excuse me. It'll heal us, but I mean, we can't defend against this right here. So I'm not really sure we can get out of here alive. Actually, don't think we can at all. Oh, you're just gonna kill us early. Okay. Alright, that works too, I guess. I feel like I was talking about something before they came and knocked on my door, but I can't remember what I was talking about. No, I don't want to start a game as Sothis. Why did it do that? Put me back on Orion. Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. Said some stuff about my week, the past few days. And I don't know, I was talking about the game and just playing the game and commenting over it, I guess. I don't know, I don't remember what I was saying. What is this? Requires the karmic orb to be active. Increases Astrium directly to 9. Ah. Interesting. We'll go ahead and take that. We get some Karmic Burst or Penitence Burst. An Orbital Restoration. I guess if we're trying to get to the Karmic Orb, then that would be of our best interest right there. Yeah, I really can't remember what I was talking about. Sorry. I was talking about something that actually had some kind of coherent thought behind it. Sorry. Oh, I don't want to do that. If I corrupt you, you're going to deal 3 damage to us. And then we're going to have to play this as well. We can play this on ourselves, and then... Wait, no, that was not what I meant to do. I meant to play this on us, and then re-roll that die, but... I guess this works too. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, I really forgot what I was talking about. I'll just move on. Must not have been that that important. Oh, we're gonna die. Hold on. Oh, nice, nice. Thank you. I don't think that'll save us, though, unfortunately. Let me try something, actually. This might not go so well. We're not going to get a chance anyways. I was going to try over-corrupting the enemy so we could get our Conjure Virtue up, and then we could use that to give us potentially more shields that would block this attack, but I mean, I don't think this is gonna go well for us. Okay, so we got the same attack again, so let's be careful. We don't have that ethereal convergence. We don't have that face up, fortunately. We can't just, you know, use that if we wanted to. Alright, use the Karmic Orb. I don't know if we can really get that going with ethereal convergence, though. Because we would have to hurt ourselves to get the reroll up. But we don't have any corrupt actions to do that. We have some karma, but that's not going to do it. Oh, actually, hold on. Yes, it will. We get this active. We give ourselves some karma. Oh wait, I got rid of the ethereal convergence. Alright, never mind. I'm just dumb. Alright, I guess we're just gonna lose another life then. I think my brain might be fried right now. It's been a while since I've done a full stream. And here I am doing a full stream plus another hour and a half worth of recording, so I think my brain might be fried. Okay, let's try not to lose this game on the first battle. There we go. Easy enough. Easy enough. Alright, I see an Astrium die. Draw 1 die for each 3 Astrium you have, then decrease Astrium by 3. Okay, we don't want to decrease our Astrium. We probably won't take that. Cast all orbs once. Not bad. We have the Cosmic Orb active. We get 2 Serenity to a target. Other orbs require 2 Torment. It's mandatory. Yeah, I'll take that. I think we can make that work. Get draw safe dice. It's fine. Cosmic Orb, deal 35 purification to an enemy. And other orbs deal 35 to yourself. And it moves the orbs once. Yeah, I guess we'll take that as well. We did have kind of a little bit of a problem last game and not being able to do that much damage all at once. So that'll help out with that sometimes. Gain 2 Bright Inscription. Whenever the Cosmic Orb is active, we get Brightful Decree. On the next cast of the Devotion Orb, the Devotion Orb will apply Light Shield to all enemies and will be increased by X. Okay, so not us, just on the enemies. Okay, that seems fine, but I don't know why we would want to apply shield to the enemies and not ourselves. I mean, it gets some stuff done sometimes, but like, I don't know, we would rather have the shields on us, you know? Minimum Astrium 4, gain 1 forgiveness. No thank you. I don't really need that. Let's take the shields and move on. Alright, I think we can just approach this fairly normally. I mean, we know what this guy does. We know how this works, so we can take him on. So now that I'm, I guess, back onto my normal schedule, I'm hoping I can get some better sleep coming up. I got some pretty bad sleep this past week. Which was not great for my schedule, so I'm hoping I can get some more sleep. I'm still kind of in this weird limbo state as well, where I'm like, I don't want to say figuring out my schedule, because I do know my schedule, and it's been working out for a while now, so it's not like I'm figuring that out, but I do still have stuff that I want to work on outside of, you know, Twitch and YouTube directly. So, you know, all this stuff has kind of, that's been going on, has been throwing that off as well. I've been working on my subscriber notification for Twitch, of course. I've said this a couple of times during streams now. But I've been working on that, and I kind of had a revelation with that. Because my idea was solid, and it's possible to do, but it's just too, I guess, sloppy to be fully realized, I guess I should say. What is this? Redemption Inscription. Whenever the knowledge orb becomes active, decrease karma? No thank you. I'll just go ahead and take reduction. And what is this? With the knowledge orb active, draw 2 dice. Otherwise, add 2 paralyzed hex dice. Yeah, I'll take that. Seems alright. Yeah, I've been working on that notification, and my idea was solid for it. I've shared my idea a couple of times now, so not really anything new. It was going to be basically a hand-drawn version of like a Chrome window, like a Google Chrome window, just a little tiny Chrome window in the corner here, and once it pops up, it would type your name in as if it were being typed to Google Docs or something like that. And the animation was going fine. I was able to, you know, draw the frames out, and I could arrange them in DaVinci. I could get a fine animation going. There wasn't really any issue with that at all, really. The only quote-unquote problem was that because I was hand drawing everything with a mouse and not a tablet or a stylus, and because I was in MS Paint, which if you know MS Paint, you know it's not good for hand drawing individual frames like that for an animation. because of that, all that combined, the frames just looked way too different from each other, even though they were supposed to be the same thing. You know what I mean? Sorry, let me read this really quickly. Gain 4 Nebula Cascade. When Astrium is triggered, cast the Cosmic Orb. Okay. We have Inventive over here. Clamor Pact. With the Karmic Orb active, cast all orbs 6 times. Okay. Otherwise, deal 6 corruption to all targets. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take Inventive. That just seems too destructive for me right now. Gain 1 Light Shield, cast current orb X times, where X is half of the amount of Light Shield you have, rounded up. We have Devotion Cascade. So when Astrium is triggered, cast the Devotion Orb. Okay. Or deal 6 Purification to all targets for each Light Shield they have. Deal 6 Purification to a random enemy for each Light Shield that Sentinels have. Yeah, I'll take that, for sure. Anyways, I was saying I was working on that animation, and like I said, the idea was to have it be hand-drawn, so it would kind of jitter and kind of move around instead of just being completely still. So it had a bit of a DIY homemade charm to it, which was going fine. Like I said, I was able to draw the frames out in MS Paint because I don't know how to draw in other programs, and I don't really have money to buy other programs, so I was just using MS Paint. But obviously, if you draw one frame at a time in MS Paint, you can't shadow them. If you know what I mean, if you do art, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're in like Blender or I don't know, like Clip Studio Paint probably, or some other, I don't know, like trying to think of other art apps, but I can't think of any right now, like Procreate or something like that. Once you draw one frame, you can move on to the next one, and it'll show you a shadow of the previous one, so you can trace over it and make the animation how you want, basically, relative to the previous frame. But you can't do that in MS Paint because it's not an animation software. You just draw one frame and then save it, and then move on to the next frame in a new file. So, I was drawing out the frames and everything. I was hoping that they would look fine put next to each other, but they just jittered around too much for my liking. So I'm gonna have to figure out some other software to use to redraw all of those. I didn't realize we might die right now. Oh no, we're okay. But yeah, I drew maybe like, I don't know, like 10 frames or something like that, and then looped them at like 12 frames a second. Or maybe it was 12 frames, and then I looped all of those at 12 frames a second. But it still was just too jarring for the eyeballs, I think. I'm gonna have to find some other way to do that. I still want to keep that DIY homemade feel and hand draw everything myself. It's just gonna be, I think kind of tough to get that feel exactly how I want it, I guess. That's not bad, or that's not good. It's a life loss, isn't it? can't rotate our orbs. Is that death? Are we done? Yeah, I think we're done. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's what kind of been stressing me out. I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, invest in a tablet so I can draw, or figure out some way I can do that with a mouse easily, or find some other program to draw in, you know what I mean? So that's gonna be a whole process. And I still need to figure out how I'm gonna create the code for the animation so that once, you know, the window is in place for the animation, the text will be typed into the box. So, like, your name has subscribed for X amount of months. I need to figure out a way to code that. If I can't, I'm gonna have to settle just for, like, a default text animation, which is gonna look a little bit weird, I think, inside of that animation, but I guess I'll just have to, you know, make something work. Well, that's been stressing me out a little bit.